channel. So today I thought I would sit down and do a Q&A with yous for my channel, seeing I've never done one on my channel yet. So Harper's napping, I just made myself a cup of tea, so I thought why not sit down and answer some questions that I asked yous to leave me over on Instagram. So, and if you're not already following me on Instagram, if you're new to my channel, I'll leave my Instagram in the description box below. So you can head on over after you watch this video and follow me over there. So let's get into it. So there were some really good questions that I got asked. So, okay. So I'll start by the first one was, did I breastfeed? I had all intentions on breastfeeding Harper. I got the breast pump, you know, the storage bags. I was, you know, watching it on YouTube, you know, trying to, learn bits and pieces on it whilst I was pregnant. But after I delivered Harper, it all just went, completely the other direction, as I had just minor complications. It was nothing, obviously Harper was fine. It was just I lost a fair amount of blood after I actually gave birth to Harper, so obviously that set me back trying to breastfeed. So that didn't work for me in the end, because they said, you know, it would be, your milk would come in, you know, probably 5-6 days slower than it normally would. So that sort of put me off, and I was getting a bit frustrated with it. And so the first 2 days I was in hospital with Harper, I obviously did with the help of the nurses and everything. But that next day after I got home, I got home on the Sunday after lunch, and then that Monday she was starting on the formula. So yeah, because that first night with Harper home, Kelvin most of the night sat up with her, didn't sleep, sat up in bed with her. So yeah, it was really not knowing what she was getting and all that. That was the same with Bentley too. I didn't really breastfeed him either for the same reason. Just not sure what they're getting. Are they, you know, are they content from it and all that? But as soon as she went to formula, she was so much easier, so much more content. So anyway, that answers that. No, I didn't, but I really would have loved to have, but never mind. So the next question was, Harper a surprise pregnancy? No, she was fully, we knew what we were doing there. So she was definitely planned. How old was I when I had my first baby? Was it planned? Yes, I was 21. I think I actually, I must have turned 22 in the November and had Bentley in the December. So technically I was 21 when I was pregnant, but 22 when I gave birth to Bentley. So, and he was planned as well. Like, I stopped taking the pill, we agreed what we were going to do, and I stopped taking the pill, and I think it was about a month-ish, and then I was pregnant with Bentley. So yes, definitely planned he was. Now the next question, did you design the floor plan of your home? No, this is, the builder of this home is a company called McDonald Jones Homes. They build very beautiful homes, as you can obviously tell by this home. We actually come through just to have a look. It's like a complete package, so everything's done, you know, the colours are picked, the interior's all done, the colours, and it was exactly my sort of theme. It's very similar to the duplex I built a few years ago, so the same sort of colours, the white and real airy, fresh, crisp look. So yeah, it's exactly what I love, my sort of theme. So so obviously it was here, it was all done, and everything to the turf they do, fencing, everything. So it's a really great way to go. So, and they build a lot of things, so you're bound to find a design of a floor plan of a home that you like with them. So okay, what part of your home do you love the most? I probably love the kitchen the most, because I love to cook, so I love the kitchen, and I just love all the white and everything in there. And then the next, if I had to pick another one, it would be my bedroom. I love my bedroom. So, and how often do you work out? Well, if you've been follow me for a while, you know I'm a little bit addicted to working out, and I have been for the past years. Like I probably started maybe 4 years ago, fully getting into it, into the home workouts. Before that, like before Bentley, so back when I was obviously younger, and then through my pregnancy with Bentley, all I really did was walk. I just walked my dog, and then when I had Bentley, I just took him on walks every day. So, and then I sort of dabbled in a little bit of Pilates at home, just on a DVD at home, and I did see some pretty good results from that. But for me now, where I'm at, it just seems a bit slow for me. I don't know, I haven't tried in a while. I should probably try it again, but yeah, it just seems a bit slow. I really like to get my heart rate up, sweating and that sort of thing. So, and home workouts do that for me. So yeah. So how often do I work out? So I really try to every day. It might just be 6, because sometimes on Sundays, like I just spend time with Corbin and Harper. That's sort of like our day. So yeah, at least 6 days a week, about 30 minutes. And then I usually go for a walk with Harper and the dogs. So that's only probably 20 minutes or so. So that's just like a real slow paced walk type thing. Okay, do you count calories you eat healthy? Has this always been the case? No, I definitely don't count calories. I don't think I'm somebody that's that disciplined or have that much time to do that. I mean, if it was a priority to me, I probably would find the time, as you find the time for things that are a priority to you, but it's not a priority to me. And I don't weigh myself. Like, I've never been really into that. Obviously when you're younger, you know, it's all about the number on the scales, but for me now, as I've gotten older and learnt more, it's sort of the way you feel. For me, it's the way you feel, not because, you know, like they say, if you've got a certain amount of muscle and you weigh yourself, well, that could be the muscle, not necessarily fat. Like, you know, muscle is quite heavy. So yeah, I don't count calories or any of that. I just try and eat, well, yeah, relatively healthy. Like I do love to bake, so I do have a slight sweet tooth, which is probably my downfall, and I do like the occasional chip, like potato chip, so that's a downfall for me. So yes, but yeah. Next question. How long have you and Colin been together? Now this is a funny question. So me and Colin met in 2010, so we were quite young. Met in 2010, and then we had Bentley in 2012, and then after about a year of Bentley being here, you know, stuff got a bit rough, so we sort of split for a little while there. We're still always friends on talking terms and things like that, and obviously for Bentley. And then it wasn't, yeah, till sort of a few years ago that we really sort of found each other again and got back together, and we're really very happy now. So yeah, it all worked out in the end. I guess that break, and then you realise, you know, once you have some time apart and space, time to yourself, yeah, you have time to think and stuff. So yes. Next question. Will you go for baby number 3? Now this is also a good question, because I mean, since Harper, me and Kelvin have always talked about it off and on, and you know, I love like Harper, like, and you know, obviously she's a girl, she's a daughter, but I really love and miss being a boy mum. So yeah, like I mean, I know, obviously well aware that you don't pick what you get, but you know, at the end of the day, all we want is, you know, a happy, healthy baby. But a part of me still, yeah, really likes that, likes the little boys. So, you know, yeah, just like I'll, you know, walk into best and less, and my eyes just go straight to the boy stuff, little boys' clothes. So yeah, there's just something, yeah, I have a real, you know, connection with the little boys. I mean, obviously I know like girls are very cute to dress up and everything too, but yeah, I'm still, yeah, very, very much like a boy mum. Love the little boys, I just find them so adorable. So yeah, so yes, back to that, I definitely think we will. So I'm 31 now and I'll be 32 this November. So obviously, I know that's still young. People say it's still young and that, but you know, for me, well, having Bentley, obviously that young, that's the age for me, because then you're sort of young as you grow up with them, and yeah, so yeah, and actually Kelvin one day last week come home from work and he actually brought up this conversation, which has really took me back, because well, for Kelvin usually it's the woman a lot of the time talking about, you know, other more babies and stuff, but yeah, he actually brought up the conversation with me. So yeah, sort of asked about it, like, so we sort of had a bit of a conversation about it then. So yeah, so I really think we will definitely consider it sooner rather than later. I think, like Colvin sort of said, you know, whilst we have you know, the baby stuff from Harper, you know, bassinets and so on and so forth. So yeah, I really think sooner rather than later we will. So that would be nice. Where did you get the inspiration for your home decor? Love your styling. It's sort of, well, so I've got to sort of give credit to my mum here. She's, yeah, her homes have always been beautiful. She has such great styling. Yeah, so it's probably sort of run down from that, maybe genes, I don't know. But yeah, and I mean, I guess a lot of social media you see, Instagram, things like that. Yeah, like home shows. You know, yeah, it's just sort of what I see. And, you know, I'm the sort of person that'll go out, say, look for a rug mat for your home. And if I see something that, yep, I know straight away. Like I know, yep, that's my style. That's me, that's what I want in my home. So, yeah, for me, obviously you can tell the sort of style, and that's just what I stick to. If I'm out shopping, like, well, looking at stuff, my eyes just go straight to my style of decor. So, yeah. Like, obviously I love the whites and I love the indoor plants, so a bit of the greenery and yeah, just unusual stuff. And my mum's a lot like that too. Like, she likes a real unique, unusual style of stuff, not the everyday sort of stuff. So yeah, probably from her, and just yeah, social media, Instagram, yeah, all of that. So tell us about your Thermomix and what things you cook. Now my Thermomix, I got my Thermomix when Bentley was in kindergarten, and because one of my close girlfriends had one for a few years before that, and she was always telling me about it, and yeah, I always really had an interest in it, like wanted to learn more, get one and stuff like that. So I remember I was so excited, like, you know, a few days before I knew it was getting delivered. Like, yeah, I was just so excited. I can just remember now. It sounds probably silly, but yeah, I was so excited, like watching things on YouTube, you know, people making things and stuff. Yeah, so I really wanted it to make Bentley, you know, homemade treats and stuff to take to school, so it wasn't so much packaged stuff and all of that. So it was homemade stuff. I really wanted him to sort of grow up and remember me as, you know, his mother, like cooking a lot of homemade, you know, baking a lot of homemade things. So, and being like, you know, in the kitchen all the time cooking, and yeah, so that's when I got it, and I've loved it ever since. Like, I speak so highly of it. I just love it and enjoy cooking with it. Like, I wasn't so much a cooker before I got the Thermomix. You know, it was a bit of a chore, like, you got to do it because you got to do it. And I didn't cook so sort of like adventurous as I do now. Like, the things in there, like, I made yogurt, I made condensed milk. So, and that's a pretty easy, simple one. Condensed milk in it. Yeah, I make Kelvin this like chili jam sometimes because he loves really spicy stuff. So yeah, and then I mean dinners for most nights. Obviously I still have my go-to fry pan and saucepan dinners and stuff, and Kelvin doesn't really use the Thermomix, so if he cooks something like, you know, spaghetti bolognese, or he loves tacos, so obviously that's done the normal way, not in the Thermomix. But risottos, you know, you can even do a roast chicken in your Thermomix, and then, you know, to get the skin crispy, I just whack it in the oven though. You know, and it's so moist and juicy done in the Thermomix. But yeah, like mashed potatoes, you know, it's so easy. Like yeah, it's just really like the best invention. If you're interested in seeing more about the Thermomix, you can maybe leave me a comment down below, and maybe I could do like separate videos on, you know, showing you the Thermomix more in depth, if that's something you would be interested in, because I just love using it. I want to do more cooking content on my channel. However, I use the Thermomix so much, and it's hard for me because, well, it's hard because a lot of people don't have a Thermomix, so cooking Thermomix dinners and inspired meals, it just probably doesn't relate to many people, so I'm not sure that it would get much views, you know. But if that's something that you're interested in, maybe if you're considering in the future purchasing one, or, you know, going down that track, and maybe want to see more how it works, how things turn out, you know, how easy it is to use, things like that. Maybe if that's something you're interested in, I could look at doing a video on that. So, well, that's about wraps up the questions. I'll leave it at that. So I really hope you enjoyed this first Q&A with me, and obviously I'm sure you have learnt a few new things about me now that obviously you may not have already known. So I might look at doing another one of these in the future. Obviously I will. Yes, well, thank you very much for watching, and if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. I really appreciate it. I'll see you soon. Bye.